everyone, welcome to my channel. Yesterday, in the previous class, we have studied about the history and types of classification, and today I am going to discuss about the systematics. So, what is systematics? The systematics is that part of biology which helps in categorize the organisms so that they can be named, remembered when it's needed, and they also compared to one another, and they can also be classified and studied. Okay, so although the terms like systematics, taxonomy, classification, they are often thought as synonymous, so technically they differ from each other. We will know about all these things in our upcoming lectures. So, as per Simpson, systematics is the branch of biology that deals with the diversity of organisms at every level of classification. So, this is the definition as per Simpson, and there are so many other kind of definitions present. Okay, there are different authors who have proposed their definition as per their understanding. So I have just put the definition of Simpson, and you can also refer to the other definitions as well. Okay, so let's see what are the steps of systematic study. There are basically the 4 steps when we are studying any kind of organisms. Maybe it is already previously known or something new to us. We have to do all the 4 steps. Like the first one is characterization. So the description of all morphological and all other characters of an organism which is being studied. Okay, this all are very first recorded, and then it studied thoroughly. After that, identification is done. So after characterization, identification of organism is carried out, and further it is analyzed critically to know whether it is similar to any of the known group or taxa, or whether it is not matching to our previous database. So we have to consider it something as new. And then the classification is done, like the organism is now classified on the basis of its resemblance to different taxa. So there is a study, the comparative study with several other known taxa, if it matches with some of them or it's completely new to us. And then if the organism do not resemble any other known taxa or group, then new group or taxa has to be incorporated to accommodate it in most appropriate position. And finally, the final step is nomenclature, which is you can say that after placing the organism in its required taxa, the scientific name is determined. If the organism is new to systematics, it's given a new name based on the rules and conventions of nomenclature, like you have already heard about ICBN, ICZN. Okay, so International Code for Zoological Nomenclature or Botanical Nomenclature. There are certain rules. We will discuss about them also in our upcoming videos. Okay, so moving into the next part, I can provide you a kind of example. You can consider it as example, like you have listened, if you have listened to my previous lecture or not, if you might already know about what is classification and these things, why systematics is needed. And this is basically the taxonomical hierarchy, and I have take the example of the most common animal we can see around us, which is dog. So when you are studying any kind of organism or two or more organisms together, like they have many kind of similarities. Okay, and if we studied further, like more details, we see that there are a lot of difference present there. Like if we consider the domain eukarya, so all are eukaryotes, their features are same, like both for dog, for cat, this all matches with all of the eukaryotic features, so that of human, or you can consider tiger, bird, any kind of reptiles, any kind of fishes, any kind of plants also, which all are which all belongs to domain eukarya. So if you look into the features of eukaryotes, you will see that all of them possess the same features. Then if you want to further categorize this kind of eukaryotic organisms into several other features, then you can also group them in the in the categories, like you have learned yesterday, which are that plantae or fungi or protista or animalia, right? So all of them which you want to study in the group of Animalia, you can consider them. So I am considering the two common examples like dog and cat. You can also consider any kind of tiger, monkey, or again reptile, birds, amphibia, all of them who belongs to the group Animalia. And we call this taxonomic hierarchy as the kingdom. So we call it as kingdom Animalia. Okay, all of them belongs to that. Then again, further we can classify it based on several other detailed characteristics features like presence of notochord, nerve cord, vertebral column, or presence of pharyngeal gill slits, which are the features of chordata. So we can call this taxonomic hierarchy that phylum chordata. This is known as phylum. So phylum chordata, they also composed of many animals which is known to you, right? That is the amphibia or reptiles, or many birds, or our mammals. So again, if we consider dog and cat an example, they are also belongs to same category, okay, up to phylum. Then if you look for class Mammalia, the features of dog and cat also same in this taxonomic hierarchy, okay. After that we consider the order. So dog, cat, both of them belongs to order Carnivora. So we can see that up to the order, dog and cat is belonging to the same hierarchy, okay. But after that, if we study the family of both of them, so here both has different features. That's why both are placed under different hierarchy. Like dog is placed under family Canidae, and if you see the cat belongs to family Felidae. So I have not written about the cat here. I am just focusing on the dog. You can also study many other animals as per your choice and your convenience. So family of dog is Canidae, and then the genus of dog is Canis, and species of dog is Canis lupus. And if you further want to study the subspecies, so we can call it the Canis lupus familiaris. So this is all about the taxonomical hierarchy. But if you want to discuss about taxonomical hierarchy in detailed manner, and also it's very important to know the difference between systematic classification and taxonomy, this kind of terminologies must not be jumbled up in your mind, okay. So you must have the clear concept about them. So I would like to make a different video which will clearly indicate the difference among them. So this is like the basic thing, that you are you can see various different organisms around yourself all the time, okay. So many features of many animals seems to be common. Like if you consider 4 legs, so you can see that dog have 4 legs, cat has 4 legs, cow has 4 legs, tiger, goat, sheep, and many more organisms has 4 legs. So is it convenient to classify them based on only that kind of feature? So the answer is obviously no. So this is very critical study, that how to classify different kind of organism based upon different kind of properties, their different kind of types of characters, okay. So not only morphological characters are involved here, we can also actually we not we can also, this is the wrong term here, we basically study the phylogenetics and their phylogenetic relationship, evolutionary relationship, how one of the animal has evolved from another, how the evolution process has occurred. We can study the fossil records, we study the cytological study their cytological features also, apart from the morphological features. And there are also molecular analysis, biochemical analysis. So there are a lot of process which are involved in this systematics and classification. So this is just an example, right? You can think about this, that in the higher taxa, like higher taxa means the domain, kingdom, phylum, class, and if you consider that a dog and a snake, so they will resemble each other up to phylum chordata. Then class will be different for them, like snake will be belonging to class Reptilia, and then dog will be belonging to class Mammalia. So the things change like this. And lastly, moving into the most important part, which is you can see what is written here, that life on earth is continuously evolving since its first appearance, right? So there are biological disciplines which contributes to understand how life has evolved from past to present time, and tries to predict the future possibilities also. This has resulted in the formation of tree of life. So what is tree of life? You might have heard the term phylogenetic tree. we will discuss in our later videos about these things. Okay, so there are various data which are collected to build those trees and organize all of the known life forms in most accurate manner. So as discovery of new species is a continuous process, the present form of tree might change in future as per the need of taxonomy. So this is obvious that there are millions of species yet to be discovered. So definitely in future all things, or many things, we can say that many things can be changed or might be changed. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture, and we will look into some other topics like taxonomical hierarchy. We can discuss in detailed manner that topic also, and then we will discuss the difference between systematic taxonomy and classification, this confusing terms together. That might seems that all are the same, but that is not. They have technical differences in between them. So we will try to discuss in our upcoming lectures. So thank you all for today. Thanks for providing your precious time.